to the Park Innovation Coding Bootcamp Demo Day number 2. I am very excited to welcome you all and to present the 21 unique coders in 7 unique projects to each of you. First of all, thank you for being with us today. Despite a very turbulent year, we've made it here, and we've made it with a group of aspiring developers in different unique languages, and some which are already established developers who, despite everything that's going on, have committed to their growth and their development. And they've been working tirelessly in what we consider to be a very intense program, teaching many very in-demand languages. Here we have with us one of the lead trainers, Shadi Debian, who will speak a little bit more to what languages were being taught and the technical instruction. Shadi, تفضل. Shadi, you are muted.
All right, can you hear me now? Okay, that's the most used sentence this year. You are muted. So thank you everyone for attending, and thank you for being part of this. And here's the music, okay. We're very glad that we made it that far this year with مع كل هالمشاكل اللي صارت عنا. We finished this bootcamp very successfully. We're really excited to see where you would this bootcamp will take you in terms of improving you in your career and maybe helping you find a job. We're also just هيك نعطي شوية ريكاب عن الأشياء اللي عملناهم بهذا البوت كامب. حكينا عن back end area with Node.js as a language. حكينا كمان عن front end with React JS as our front end language. حكينا عن databases and software development life cycle in general. And this was a complete, consolidated, and compiled bootcamp that covered all the areas in technology. And that's the benefit of this. And you can learn, something here or there on YouTube or read it in a book. But to get all this information, تكون مجموعة سوا with people who can interact. You can interact with the saloon أسئلة غير ما تكونوا, for example, through video. That's priceless. And this again shows the deep partnership that TechBridge and Park Innovation have. I'm glad that you are finishing one bootcamp after the other, and each one is being successful. I just have one piece of advice for all students, since now you're graduating and you will join the Park Innovation alumni. Never stop learning and improving yourself, because that's when your career starts to stop. And every single day, especially in our industry, نحن عم نشتغل بالتكنولوجي industry، كل يوم بيطلع شغله جديده، وكل يوم بيطلع technology and the new language and new library and even new standard of doing things. You have to stay up to date. If you become outdated, you lose your skills and your talent in this industry. So أنا ما بدي أطول عليكم كثير، بس بدي أذكركم ضلوا على طول عم تتعلموا أشياء جديدة، لأنه that's the key of your growth and your success. I want to thank كل الأشخاص اللي كانوا part of making this bootcamp successful, starting with Haitham and Dr. Diana and Dana and Amit and Danielle, and I mean all these people. You made it happen, so thank you a lot. And the last thank you is for the students, for you guys. This is a big day today. I'm very excited, and I hope we stay in touch even after you graduate. We are always there to assist you in any way so that you can grow in your career. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you very much, Shadi, and a big thank you to you as well for your continued support, your knowledge, and your wisdom, which is uplifting and boosting at the most important times. So thank you again.
My pleasure.
This cohort, we did something a little bit special and different to our previous cohort. We welcomed a new type of collaboration. So with the different unique programs that we have with Park, we held our first ever Parkathon. So a Parkathon is essentially a hackathon, but it's a Park community-driven hackathon. So coders got to meet startups in what was a developer-client-like relationship. And these coders worked as if they were established development firms, mobilizing the startups as clients, producing and organizing all the necessary documentations, including specifications, technological requirements, and also forming a team, working like a team with a lot of these startups. And then they coded and deployed web-based solutions. And we're happy to say that these solutions, all solutions presented today, are real market viable products. And beyond getting the experience and being able to code real life products that can have very user-centric designs, they were able to experience what it's like actually building things that people are going to be using, and working as well with clients who might not have such a strong technical background, understanding how to communicate the various elements of the web development process. So we are very proud of their hard work, and I am certain that you will enjoy the proposals and the demos that we have today. So without further ado, give me a reaction if you're ready. Maybe a hand clap, or maybe
Ready.
something in the chat.
Yeah.
Ready? There we go. Here's some voices.
We're ready.
Come on, I need a little more excitement. Who's ready?
I am ready.
Okay, without further ado, I present to you the first startup. It is including Zaina Hassan and Hadi Masoud. You may now begin your presentation.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hadi Masoud. Me and my teammate Zaina Hassan will be presenting to you a proposal for our web application Rizqa. I will start sharing my screen. Rizqa web app. We will talk in this presentation about Rizqa, some specifications and features, technical requirements, quick demo, timeline and projects, team, and contact info. About Rizqa. Rizqa is a platform for landowners that they use in order to expose their foreign properties to the public by entering the needed information, where Rizqa studies this info and advises the landowners with the best suitable way to invest their property. If deal is done, funds are raised, and Rizqa will manage the investment process. Rizqa also is a platform for funders, where they can surf through promoted projects, choose any project he/she prefers, and make direct payments through Stripe. The technical requirements of this product. We used, there is security measures taken, email verification, JSON web tokens, password decryption, form validation. This website is accessible, high responsiveness to all screens, fast and readable. Technical requirements. We used languages React for front end, Node for back end, and MongoDB for the database. Debugging, we've done self-debugging using several scenarios and for numerous number of times. We've integrated our application with the third-party APIs, Node Mailer, Stripe API, and JSON Web Tokens. Let's go for a quick demo. Here is our homepage. It consists of what we offer, projects, zones that we offer services in, accomplished projects as a testimonial, process to allow the users know what to do when they enter Rizqa web app, and the ongoing projects now. If the user signs in, he will be able to enter his own dashboard. Here, he is in control. He can look at his account information, land info. After adding lands, this is a form for adding lands. If land is added successfully, he can see his land in this list. All the land information in this list, he also can access adding land from here. He can also contact us directly through this contact us page, sending an email for us. Also, he can fund the project he desires. If he is in the profile, he will automatically allow Rizqa to decide where these funds are needed mostly. If he chooses any of these projects, any of these zones, automatically the zone name will appear in here. The amount, for example, 3,500. The card number, this card number is given for us by Stripe. And here we can pay. The payment is successful. He can see the history of payments in this table and where it is funded and the time. Also, I would like to show you the verification email form. Okay. Here's the email that Rizqa sends to the users so that they can activate their email from here. Now I will let my teammate Zena continue for the demo, for her demo. I will stop sharing now.
Thank you, Hadi. In this demo, I will show you how the admin can manage his website. This is the login form. The normal users in our application can't access admin pages. After logging in, the admin users are redirected to the admin pages, where we provide pages for managing lands and projects, managing the type of projects, and the admin users. For the land, here we have, from here the admin can see all the land added by the landowner, and he can add a land to a project. Add a land to a project to launch the fund on our website. From here, he can add a project. Here we have a list of projects. The admin can see all the projects, and he can edit a project and publish and unpublish a project, and he can delete a project. And the admin can add images for the project. He can, for example, choose file and upload the file. He can delete the file and download the file by clicking on it. Type of project. Each project belongs to a sector. Example, agriculture or animal production. So all is added by the admin, is managed here. So he can edit and search for a type. And the admin can add a user admin and view all the admin and edit the password of the admin users. This is for the demo. Back to the presentation. To do this project, the project is done within 1 month and passes by 4 steps. The first one is understanding and analyzing requirements, drawing wireframes. The phase 2 was creating database and distributing roles. Phase 3 was the developments of front end and back end. And phase 4 was testing and debugging. We are 2 developers in the team. Hadi Masoud has a BS degree in computer science and he has a solid technical background in web application. And me, Zana Hassan, I'm a computer and communication engineer.
Thank you for listening to us. We are open to questions.
Thank you very much to the Rizat team. Yes, we will open now the microphone for questions from our esteemed audience. Just want to mention on behalf of the coders, I wanted to say that they're not turning on their cameras for fear that it might slow down the internet speed. So it is for that reason. Please, who would like to begin with a question? Feel free to either raise your hand or open your mics and begin. It seems there are no questions for Riza. All right then.
I'd like to ask a question for the team.
Sure, of course.
So Zaina and Hadi, what was the most challenging part in developing this part of the Rizqa platform? What was the hardest?
Zaina, would you like to answer?
Answer you first.
The first challenge we've encountered is we are students, and the communication with real clients is the first challenge. Then after 220 hours of a bootcamp, the integration with other APIs, third-party APIs, is another challenge we've been introduced to.
Okay, I see. And did you have a chance to deploy this project online, or it's still only working on your local machines?
No, it's only working on our local machines till now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you again to the Rizqa team. Great job. Now we will move on to Arkisas. I will ask you, Hadi, to please stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
And Arkisas team consists of Karim, Sayyiddin, Hadi Hassan, and Muhammad Sarika Bibe. The microphone is yours. You may begin your presentation.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Trust you are all safe and doing well. At first, is my screen viewable?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, awesome. Before kicking off this presentation, I need to thank you for attending and giving us the opportunity to participate in this demo day. It's Hadi Hassan, and I'm here today in order to introduce our solution and walk you through a demonstration highlighting our website main features and functionalities. Starting with the agenda of this meeting, I'll introduce the team and our main goals. Then I'll give you a general idea about the application. After that, I'll shed the light on the main specs and features, followed by technical requirements. Then we'll navigate the project timeline and its phases. Finally, we reach the most interesting part, which is a live demonstration. And following the typical practice in all presentations, the last section will be for your questions and comments. So first of all, I'll introduce our team members and our mutually agreed goals. My first team member is Karim Sarieddin, and he is an IT graduate pursuing a master's in computer science and a front-end enthusiast developer. My second team member is Muhammad Kabakibi, and he's a computer science graduate from the Arab Open University, and he's experienced in front-end development. And finally, myself, Hadi Hassan, a student at the Lebanese University, majoring in computer and communication engineering, and I'm about to graduate the next semester, with hands-on experience in web development, its front and back end. Moving to our goals, the number one priority is the team communication, as the cooperation between the team members will speed up the software development lifecycle and provide a high accuracy level. And of course, the deadlines are meant to be respected, so we organized our tasks in a way that best suits our project timeline. Back to our application, I'm going to describe the problem that people are facing and the solution that we designed to fulfill the requirements given by the Archisource team. So the problem is the broken links between the architects and the users of the spaces, and it can be resolved by using our website that will take the candidate on a journey to help him find the design that suits his lifestyle and personality. Then we analyze this data and generate architectural axes or report that will help the architect in designing our client's spaces. On the specifications and features side, our application is user-friendly, secure and reliable as we applied multiple security layers at the front and back end, along with enhanced encryption using Node.js. Responsive since it's accessible and fully functional on computers, tablets, and mobile phones. Last but not least is the fast rendering due to the React technology that offers a very fast loading time. And now I'll highlight the major technical requirements for developing our website. So I'll start with the languages used. We have used the React.js framework in the front-end part and Node.js in the back-end part. In addition, we used MongoDB Atlas as our database server. Moving to the debugging part, we have used many techniques to test our website. That includes, but not limited to, self-testing, test cases, and stack traces to ensure that everything is working fine and properly. Coming to the hosting part, we have deployed our project to Heroku, which offers free hosting services. Also, we have pushed the project to GitHub. And finally, we have consumed a couple of APIs, as the YouTube Model Video API, in addition to Google Fonts API to get the required fonts. This slide describes our project execution plan that requires 5 weeks of development, spread over 4 phases. We kicked off our project on the 7th of November. The first phase was meant to understand the requirements and build the design, along with creating the wireframes, followed by the second phase, which is aimed to develop the front end and the API integrations. And after that, we have developed the back end and connected it to the front end in the third phase. And in the last phase, we have tested and debugged our website and fine-tuned it to resolve all the threads, along with hosting it on Heroku, and we finalized the project on the 12th of December 2020. As mentioned earlier, our website is responsive, so you can browse it on a computer or a mobile phone, maintaining the same level of customer satisfaction. And right now, my friend Karim will take you through a journey on our website features and functionalities. So Karim, the stage is yours. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Hadi, for the presentation, and thanks for everyone attending. As mentioned by Hadi, I'm Karim Sarieddin, a front-end enthusiast developer. Our website is a SAMI one-page website. This is our home page. It's divided into 13 sections. We have first the header or the menu bar. The menu bar consists of 7 menu tabs: home, objective, services, about, apply, latest news, and contact us, in addition to a sign in button. You can navigate around the website using the menu tabs. For example, if I want to go to the objective section, I can click on the objective menu tab. If I want to go to the services, if I want to go back to the home, okay. Let's discover the sign in and sign up pages. Let's sign in. Okay. I don't have an account. Let's sign up. To sign up with valid data, we took into consideration the following conditions. We can't sign up with empty fields. The field is invalid. Passwords didn't match. User already registered. Password length must be at least 8 characters long. First name must be at least 3 characters long. Let's take the user already registered scenario. User already registered. I have already signed up with this email. Okay. We will be directed to log in on sign up success. The same goes to log in with valid data. We took into consideration the following conditions. We can't log in with empty fields. The same as sign up. User does not exist and incorrect password. Okay, I can now know that I'm signed in from the welcome button, that I can use it to log out from the website. Let's complete our tour in the homepage. We have here the hero section. We set here a shallow and general information about Archisource's job. In addition, a play button that on click will play a video on YouTube automatically about Archisource. This is the video, link to YouTube. Now, the sponsors section. It displays the logos of the brands supporting or sponsoring Archisource. Carousel section. We state the phases that Archisource undergoes in its pursuit for building wonderful designs. 1. Data collection. 2. Adaptation. Design. 3. And 4. And last, construction. Our objective section, we put here the issues or the problems that Archisource solves. Our services section, we state here what Archisource offers from full report to design to pixel perfect design, etc. Let's get started section. If the get started button clicked, the visitor will be directed to the apply to our services section. Let's see that. If I click on get started button, the user will be directed to apply to our services section. Okay, about section, we show the team members of the Archisource startup. In order to read more information about each member, we can hover on the member's photo to read information. If I want to read more information about Daniel Boudargham, I can hover the mouse over his photo. Daniel Boudargham, founder of Archisource, etc. Apply to our services. It's one of the main sections in our website. We have 3 services to apply to: data collection, design, and construction. Let's apply now. Okay. We will be directed to the form data collection. Let's fill the form and submit it. Successfully submitted your response. Okay. The same applies for design and construction services. But the difference here, it will redirect us to forms with different requirements to be submitted to Archisource. Note something here, that if I signed out from here, and I apply now for a service, I will be directed to the sign in first. Let's sign in. Okay, I will be redirected back to the form that I have applied to it in the first place. Let's complete our tour in the homepage. Testimonials. We state here what people have said about Archisos. Latest news. We connect the site to YouTube so that we can access the latest videos uploaded on Archisos YouTube channel. We can click on see more to see the video here. Get in touch. Any user, if signed in or not signed in, can send us a message. For example, I have received your message. We will reply in the next few days. Finally, and last, the footer. We can subscribe here. Let's sign out. We can subscribe here for the latest news from Archisos. Email already added. We did this to prevent the database from to be flooded with unnecessary, with duplicated data. Successfully added your email. Okay, we included the 3 social media icons to connect the user to Archisos social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. As Hadi previously mentioned, our website is mobile friendly. Note that on small screens, our menu header will be collapsed into a menu toggler. This is our menu tabs. It's collapsed into this toggler. It's perfect. Okay. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Hadi.
Thank you, Karim. So we're almost done with our presentation. Please go ahead and pitch your questions, please. Moreover, we'll be more happy to hear your feedback as well. Thank you.
Thank you to the Archisos team. Mic is open for questions.
Hi, this is Shadi. So I don't have a question as much as an observation. I like the presentation a lot. I like the slides. I like the systematic way of stating the problem and then providing a solution. You had great presentation skills in terms of explaining the flow and very good English. So keep it up. This looks very good.
Thank you, Shadi.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Shadi.
So I have a question. Does any one of you have a background in computer science? So you already studied basics of computer science or databases? And this is a question for you guys.
I'll pick up this question. Yes, my team members, Karim Sayyidin and Muhammad Kabakibi, both have background in computer science.
Okay.
Myself have background in computer and communication engineering, so I'm so close to this domain.
Okay, great. So I just wanted to ask you, so I know that you used MongoDB because obviously in the bootcamp, you got introduced to this database. My question for you is, do you know the difference, for example, between MongoDB and SQL? Do you think for this project, MongoDB was needed?
Actually, we have used Node.js as our backend port. So with Node.js, it's best preferable to use the MongoDB instead of a normal database like SQL. In MongoDB, it's no SQL or not only SQL. I don't know if
the data are stored as objects.
Okay. Okay. And for the validation of the forms, so I just saw that, for example, when for the sign-in, sign-up part, you make sure, for the sign-up part, you're making sure that to validate all the entries in the form. I also saw that in the landing page, you have the a form for visitors who would like to ask questions, right?
Yes.
At
Yes.
the bottom of the page. So just like an observation here, I know that you guys only had 1 month to, and what you did so far is really great, but just make sure to add, for example, a reCAPTCHA to this form. Otherwise, you will receive a lot of emails with bots that
Yes,
are
exactly.
sending nonsense through this form. So this is a way to protect your backend.
Yes.
Thank you for your recommendation.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for you too.
All right, great work. Up next, we have Glovey with Malik Ahmedi and Subhi Niameh. You may now begin your presentation.
Hi, sorry, I don't know if Subhi is here because انقطعت الكهرباء عنده.
Yes.
Okay, he's here.
There we go. Hadi Masoud, you can, or sorry, Hadi Hassan, you can now end screen share.
Can you all see my screen?
Okay.
So hey all, we're an MADAS development, and this is a Glovey proposal website that we did, me and Malik. So as if the product is still into the process where it's in research and development, we cannot confirm other than this product is a startup product, first of its kind. Glovey created this machine that opens gloves safely, and it's virus free. The website that we did is an easy to use and has a simple UI. It is user-centric design and has a one page that has a smooth scrolling, as well as a sign-up page that you can insert your information to sign up and get a discount on your first order. And obviously, this website is responsive on any device. Our target audience was all the companies that manufacture gloves, as well as the hospitals that are willing to take a step further into fighting this virus spread, and all the medical equipment distributor companies. And for now, let's go for a website demonstration with Malik. Yes. Malik, I guess you're muted.
I was still muted, sorry. So this website is a landing page, which is a proposal for the Glovey website. So everything about Glovey as a startup company is in a drop-down list where if you press on the link, it is a smooth scrolling using React Scroll to reach the destination. So we have about us and their mission, their vision, and the product. This is the team of Glovey and the partnership that they decided to use as a backbone for their project. We also have this footer. In the footer, we have a link of all the website that if you press on it, goes to the specified location. And we also have a sign up page. So in the sign up page, if the user enters the password wrong, it will give a error, of course, because they are not the same password. And we also use MongoDB for this form. It is also, as we said, it is mobile friendly. So if we open it on a mobile, we have a drop-down list instead of the nav bar that will take you to the specified location also. And if you click on the logo, it will take you back to the main screen. Now, okay, For the technical requirement, we use smooth scrolling for React scroll. We used React router to move between the main page and the sign-up page. We used style components for styling websites, which is a JavaScript file that allows us to write CSS in it while using the JavaScript functions like if-else functions. We used the simple SVG designs that are found in the website from a website called Undraw. And for the looping video in the background, we used it from Pixels. Now, the website is wrote in the React.js for the front end, Node.js for the back end, Axios to connect the front end and the back end, and the MongoDB for the database. For this project, we faced many challenges, and first one was that this is the first website we developed as a team. We had time management issues and the challenges of integrating backend into front end using a middleware. But the good side was that we had a good team communication while still using Zoom because we couldn't meet due to the coronavirus. We delivered the product on time, and we integrated new components in the website. So this is the team. I'm Malik Ahmadi, the person on the right. I'm a senior in computer science bachelor degree. And this is Subhi on the left, who is
I'm Subhi, I'm on the left. I have
okay.
bachelor in computer science. I've graduated this year.
So our motto is don't wish for it, work for it. And these are our emails.
Thank you so much. We're open for any questions.
Thank you so much to the Glovey team. Great job. Questions, comments, observations?
So so it's not really a question about the project, what you did. So it was the presentation, I really enjoyed it. It's more a question for you guys to get your feedback. So you're both students, computer science students.
True.
And I would like to know if the bootcamp was in which areas was the bootcamp beneficial to you? Because you're both computer science students, so obviously a lot of the notions were introduced in the bootcamp
True, because in university they give us like pieces and puzzles. So we have like they give us the front end in a course and the back end in a course, and then you have like to work on yourself to know which one to use and which one works with which one the best. While in this bootcamp, like they gave us everything from beginning to start, so from beginning to end. So now we know like what to use and where to use it and how to use it, and you grasp the idea better than in a university.
In addition, that in university we didn't took like the stuff that we took in our bootcamp, like React, Node.js, and Mongo. We didn't.
Okay, so this is very precious feedback for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dana, do I stop sharing?
No, not yet. We'll just wait a couple more seconds. Would anybody else like to add anything? Okay. Yes, you may now stop sharing, because up next we have Sharbil Ghraib from Orb. Sharbil, you may now begin your presentation.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sharbil Ghraib. I will be presenting about Orb system. First, in my presentation, I will pass to a product overview about the Orb system, then the features and specification, technical requirement, the market and target audience, a small sneak peek or a live demo, then the timeline, and finally the team. First of all of us were tested by security guard using a thermal gun, but this method in order to prevent the spread of the disease. But this method was dangerous because of the necessity to someone to be close to each other in order to give this test. For this reason, Orb is here. Orb is a fever detection device that can be installed in front of any door and can detect the fever, and not also the fever. It has a camera that can record all the videos, all the photos of the person entering a market, or and also can be used for data analysis. For example, we can predict the choice of the person from their clothes. We can know at what peak time this market is full and what time is the market is empty. For this reason, ORP is a product that makes businesses and institutions safer through the use of images and the artificial intelligence. For this reason, as a developer, we were assigned to create a dashboard that shows how many people are in the market, enter the market in a day, and how many of people are infected. We consider infected all people that has a fever that has more than 38 degrees. And on the other hand, analytics page was created in order to view the image, to know the fever of each person, and at what time he visited the place. As technical requirement, the device send data and store data in a MongoDB database. Then, using Node.js, was assigned to manipulate this data. We guys assigned to manipulate this data, and then using React to view this data and to show it to the user. In order to debug the full functionality of the system, we simulate the device work as a new value for the database, and then we manipulated the data from using Node.js and React. Now, this is as a sneak peek. This is the first page of the dashboard, and then this is the page of the analytics. And now I will be showing a small preview about the page. Okay, as today no one entered the shop, I will simulate that someone entered with a 37 degree, and then one person is here, another person with 39 degree as fever. So now we can view that there are two persons in the market and one person is infected. I will add another person with 40 degree. And if you want to see the analytics page, we can view the image of the person entered at that time and what fever, and we can add as many people as we want, as many people entered the market. Going back to my presentation, the market and target audience of this device can be popular ordinary shop, because they can benefit from this device to protect their client and employees from infection of the pandemic, and also they can benefit from the data analysis to know at what time the peak time of crowded place, and the place be crowded, at what time there's no one in this place, how many people are infected entering the place, and to predict also from their images the taste and the choice of each person. Small businesses also can benefit, and companies to prevent the spread of the illness. Talking about the timeline, first we have regular meeting with the client, and in order to get the full details of the project, and then we discuss the design as the front end, and also the design of the database and how to deal with the data. Then before we start to code the website. Then the task, as mentioned, we created a value in the database to show it to the person before finally presenting the project to the client. Finally, as project management, we have made a lot of meetings through Zoom app with a share screen in order to have a full details of the project, and also to notify about every regular update with the client and every changes we need. About challenges, we were assigned to be two in the team. but due to some circumstances that I understand, that my teammate was not able to work. Also, even if I work this project alone, I can also be in the team with no problem. Thank you. I'm Sharb Ghorayeb. I'm a computer and communication engineer graduate. After this bootcamp, I know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, React.js, Node.js, and I have skills in computer repair and troubleshooting. Thank you for listening, and hope someday we'll pass under or without any fever or any, and we can benefit from this data to know your choices. Thank you. Any question?
All right, great job, Serbil. Thank you very much. Questions?
So thank you, Sharbil, for the presentation. You mentioned that you were constantly in touch with your client, so the ORB team. And you said also that there were several changes. Was this a problem for you, meaning that you were implementing according to specific requirements from the client, and then you had to, because of changes of requirements from the client, you had to redo the code? Did that happen often, or no?
Not a very big changes, because the changes were that the scheme of the DB was to be provided by according to the device when they create the device, and there are some changes were due, but this wasn't a big deal. No, it's not a big problem, but we can deal with it.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Up next, we have Flowers for You with Wissam Mahmoud, Rafat Nasreddin, and Nathalie Malak.
Hello. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We can.
Hello, everyone. I am Rafat Nasreddin, and I will be presenting our Flowers for You website. So these are the points we're going to talk about today. So why Flowers for You? Flowers for You is a 20 years old flower shop located in the heart of Shuf. Talal opened a flower stand in June 2000, and everything at that time was going well. Today, everything changed. Talal is struggling to cope with the status quo. Talal recognized that change and decided to scale up and digitalize his business. So it chose us for the rescue. We came up with an idea, an e-commerce website utilizing the latest web dev technologies to show the reputation and drive the sales potential. So our Flowers for You shop has unique specifications. It's a website of smooth and functional design. It's totally secure because it's #1 priority for us. And also it's compatible with SEO, and we're gonna launch a premium mode version soon. So what are the used resources? Our used resources are, technical wise, we use the Mern stack technologies, Mongoose, Express, React, Node, and Redux for state management. And UX and UI implementation, we implemented a creative animated design to catch the user attention and facilitate their stop at our shop. We're gonna be hosting our website on GoDaddy, and for the debugging issues, quality assurance measures have been applied. So now, Nathalie Malak will be showing for us the Flower for You demo.
Hello, everyone. Here's our Flowers for You website. As you can see, we have a carousel showing, for example, our free delivery service in order to stay safe at home, especially in this critical situation. Then you can see a list of our products. Here we have a bouquet where you can buy it using a buy now button. Okay, and then you can also enjoy attending our events by filling out this form, full name, email, and phone number, for example, in order to reserve a table. You can also navigate into our website using these links here. And now, if you want to choose, if you want to buy a specific bouquet, you have two options. You can customize it by choosing different types of flowers, so you can have your desired arrangement. Or if you don't have any specific thing in your mind and for a specific occasion, don't worry, we got your back, and we have a list of occasions like anniversaries, birthdays, Valentine, and Christmas. So, for example, an anniversary, you can choose your favorite bouquet by clicking on the basket icon, so it will be automatically saved in your wish list. You can also, for example, have a small a paragraph details about every bouquet here. Here we have a small story about our website or flower shop. And then you can contact us using a phone number, or visit us in Backlin Shuf, or send us an email regarding your orders, your feedbacks, or if you have any inquiries. You can also create a new account, okay, or sign in if you have already one. Let's have a small example. Okay, so this email, password, and here we have logged in successfully. Once logged in, we will have a log out button at the header. Okay, and we are authenticated. Once clicked log out, will be logged out successfully. And of course, our website is responsive. So for example, this page, we will have all the cards with their details, for example, like this. And I would like to mention also that my colleagues Rafat, Wissam, and I have worked from A to Z on this website. So we were the clients and the developers at the same time. Now my colleague Rafat will continue.
So what are the stages of our journey? First, the planning phase, or the planting phase, as you like to read it. We reviewed our requirements and then uncover the obstacles and outline the functions. Then we distribute our work on the three of us. And then the second part, it is the hardest stage because it's the designing part and implementation of all our thoughts. We organize the setup of the project, and then we map out the technologies and interface elements. And the last part, of course, it's the testing part. We ensure that our website is completely effective and validate our requirements to be all fulfilled. So what is our future plan? We're going to launch a premium mode version for specific features, and then an Amazon storage for big data, and a Google Map integration so everyone can find us easily, and of course an online payments to cope with all the changes we're all having, and also much more. So this is our great team: Nathalie Malak, a graduate from NDU University; Wissam Mahmoud, he's still undergraduated from BA University; and me, Rafat Nasruddin, graduated as an electrical engineering. It sounds sweet, but it's like this. I chose a web development second, and since then I was working on myself to have all the skills required for this wonderful domain, and especially this bootcamp was helping me a lot. I have all the thanks for all the instructors and all people that made sure that this work is going to be like it was. So thank for you all, and you are free to ask all the questions you had.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Flowers for you, and a wonderful job. We are right on schedule, so thanks to all the coders for being swift with their presentations. The floor is open for questions.
Okay. Then I just have one question for the team.
Yes, you're welcome.
During the presentation, you mentioned, Rafat, you had mentioned that you were addressing your project from a quality assurance aspect. Can you please advise which angles or areas you applied it to? And on what basis you plan to continue? If you have a long-term plan, on what basis do you plan to implement such an approach to all the projects in the future and during the project execution? Thank you.
Actually, we used the tokens for the authentication part to track the user's information, and we are willing to introduce another sections for authentication part for a higher level. You know what I mean?
Especially for payment in our future plan, especially for payment, implementing payment gateways. So we will have a higher level of security and privacy for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Team Flowers for You? If not, we'll move right along. Up next, we have Medgira, Walid Naufal, and Nadine Shaban. You may now begin your presentation.
Okay. Hello, guys. Can you see my screen?
Yes, big and clear.
Welcome. We're introducing you to the application we Life Code built for Medgira startup. It's always been a pleasure for us to deliver such applications. We're going to have some sneak peek slides and walk through our app. So let's go. Medgira is a startup that's based on virtual presence, since their clients are spread all over the world. So they need a web application as a base to help them build their virtual presence as a medical tourism platform and attract clients who need to book for medical surgeries from all over the world. So that's their job in the first place, allowing clients to easily find their requirements in a medical center and help them having a great journey throughout their trip into the hosting country. It took us around 50 hours of work filled with excitement to build the app. So what's Life Code? Well, that's a big story, but we're going to say we're a team of 2 developers who have been in web development for a while now and attended PI Bootcamp to meet Medgira and build their web application. Basically, Medgira's bold statement is book for your medical surgery from all over the world and we'll help you have a great trip. And they required several asks from us. Okay, basically they required a back office, which is a content management system. They required it to be user-friendly so that they can manage their website, add, delete, or update medical centers seamlessly. And added to that, they required a profile page for each user, each registered user, to show their medical history and the track. And then they required 2 levels of security and privileges, which are basically ordinary user and admin privileges to control the CMS. We use for the front end, as we're building our application on MERN stack, React as front end, and React SAP, Redux, Bootstrap, Material UI, and much other stuff, but they are just secondary. And as for client-server communication, we've used Axios for high-level programming, where we don't need to like work with the error correction or error flow, and Fetch API, where we want to handle errors just right. For our backend, we used Node.js and Mongo database, and Mongoose schemas, and JSON Web Tokens authentication, because it's basically the most secure one. So what about hosting and deployment? Nadine is going to introduce this slide for you.
For about hosting,
Go ahead.
it's on GoDaddy to meet the availability requirement. Integration, it's third-party API integration of Google Plus and the banks. And debugging, React development tools, and Morgan, Chrome development tools.
Just the thing, guys, the contracts with the banks are not done yet by Medgira, so we're waiting for them to do it. And Webpack because it's optimal for optimization. So we're going to now visit our application. Okay, so basically we have this navigation for right here, and we have basically a sign up form and a sign in form. We have medical centers and search. He can customize his search based on his needs. Now let's go back and sign in. I'm going to sign in as an ordinary user, not with admin privileges. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so we're directed to the medical history page where we have all the medical history tracked. Okay, so here the user can hover over any trip. Here's the first trip, and here's the second trip, and here's the third trip, and he can get the duration and what he done actually in this trip. Okay, that's all database used. We can log out here and we'll get back to the, and we'll delete the token, of course, and get back to the original page, home page, landing. So here we're gonna access the website as admin privileges. And we're going to direct it to the CMS that Medgira required from us. Actually, we're meeting here the requirements from Medgira because it's really seamless to edit, for example, the names of whatever medical centers we have, even delete medical centers we have through the trash button right here. And we can add any medical center right here by setting the inputs of the name, country, specialty, and description or whatever. Okay. Just to mention that in the medical centers, we have the ability for each user. First, we have the medical centers details for each medical center specific, and we have comments for already registered medical centers. So maybe I've already booked a trip to medical center, and I can set my comment, and we've used Mongoose population to make only the user who submitted the comment to delete it. So we have another about us page. It's just simple, and contact, definitely it is just modern and simple. And we have the contact us page. Well, we can all do what we've done, but basically it is the journey that the user feels when he enters your website. So we're focusing on that from, well, we are React developers, so we have to know how to get the users hooked. Okay, so here's the contact us page, and here's the feedback form, or also Medgira requests from us. We have error handling, and everything is done just right. So now I'm going to go back to the presentation, and Nadine is going to continue with you.
To sum up the features we provide on our web application, we have online booking, login and sign up forms, 2 levels of privileges, an admin and ordinary user, tracking medical history for registered users, profile page for every user, reliable, secure, and user-friendly CMS. This is the timeline we followed in developing this application from scratch. It's important to mention that we met our deadline and even went an extra mile in our app. Week 1, we realized what objectives Medgira wants. Week 2, we designed our template and showed our work and wireframes to Medgira. Week 3, we made sure that all the links and forms work optimally. And finally, week 4, we retested the website and got ready to hand it over. My partner, Walid Naufel, we studied together at CNE at Lebanese University. He is full stack web developer.
Sorry, I'm a passionate full stack web developer.
And I'm a creative front-end web developer. Next. And now we're ready for your questions. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much and great job.
Thank you.
Questions, please. The coders are ready for any challenging question. Okay, if there's no questions, we'll move right along. Last but not least, we have GasAC with Safa Salman and Omar Barakat. You may now begin your presentation.
Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well and good health. My name is Safa Salman, and I'll be presenting GasAC's presentation and showing you our website. So these are the things that we will talk about today. The problem that we are addressing is that gas station owners are struggling with exhausting daily calculations and keeping track on their financial records. Existing software are very complicated for non-technical people, so you will have to hire an accountant, and this option is not always available. So GASAC provides the solution with a simple, easy-to-use website. So our product is a smart automated accounting software and hardware system that monitors and manages gas station meters for optimized financial management and bookkeeping of gas station. هحكي شوية بالعربي بس نتأكد أنه الكل على نفس الصفحة. فهو جاسك عنده سمارت بورد حيكون موصول على المكنة اللي هي بنعبي منها بنزين واللي هي البامب. فكل ما حدا يعبي بنزين من هيدي البامب هيدا البورد هيدا السمارت بورد حيبعت العداد للداتابيس عنا. الداتابيس عنا حيتغير وهذا الشيء فيه يشوفوا اليوزر من حيلا محل على تليفونه او على اللابتوب، فيه يشوف البامبس قديش عدادهم، فرق عدادهم، الخزانات قديش فيهم وقديش في من كل فيول تايب. So our product specifications. Security, of course, security is our first priority. The website will contain sensitive data like sales reports, invoices, and receipts. That is why security is a must. Secondly, it must be cloud-based. The user should be able to monitor his business anywhere and anytime. Finally, and most importantly, it should be user-friendly, easy to use, very visual and icon-oriented. That's the point of the whole website. Any uneducated employee is able to use it. A few clicks and all the reports are ready. As for the market and audience and the market and target audience, gas station owners who wants to take control of their business without having to hire accountants or wasting their time on dummy data entry. And next, moving to the developing countries. Technical requirements, the used languages. We use React and Redux for the front end. I also used Bootstrap since most of our clients will use their phones, so Bootstrap was a very good choice. And then we have Node.js Express, MongoDB, Mongoose for backend. For the testing, it's just for Node.js, unit testing, and QA manual testing. Hosting will be done on HostGator. As for the integration, we haven't done this part yet. The software backend APIs should be ready to integrate with other existing software in the market and with fuel providers, companies, software like IPT, Total, Matco, etc. As for the stages, stage one was requirement collection and analysis. It took us about 3 to 4 days to study our case and our customers' needs. We met with GASAC's owner and took all the info we could use. My teammate Omar did most of this research. So once ready, we went to the next stage where I worked on everything that has to do with the design, from the logo to the wireframes to designing the website, so it would be as simple as possible, all while regularly meeting with GASAC's owner. Stage 3 was, well, the coding. I was working on the front end while Omar was working on the back end. We were working separately, but together. Each of us knew his role. So it was pretty forward from there. So this is our team. There's Safa Salman, myself, a computer and communication network engineer. I will be graduating this year from the Lebanese University and will be open for work. And there is Omar Barakat, BS in computer science and certified IT security analyst. Now we will see our website. So this is the login page. We will log in. This is our homepage. So why GASAC? No more papers and calculators. The easiest solution for you about our product and get the most out of GASAC with our premium version where there will be graphs, histograms, etc. And this is our footer. So there's the sales for today, this month, and last month. They are grouped by fuel types and the quantity sold. Then we have the invoice. We will add the invoice. It will be rendered automatically, and it will be shown, for example. Okay, so الانفويسز هن لانه الشركات مثلا بيشتروا $1000 محطات البنزين بيشتروا $1000 بس مثلا بقسطون، فهيدي التقسيط حتكون بالريسيت مثلا دفع 200 هالمره 200 ثاني مره مع الكومباني والفاليو سير نمبر. اوكي سو ذا ستيشنز التانكس هن الخزان اللي بيكون فيه المازوت بنزين. سوري اوكي. فعندنا الفيول تايب اللي هو ديزل جروب باي فيول تايب، بس يصير اقل من ربعه من الكوانتيتي اللي انا عندي اياها it will be shown in red to alert the user that it's about to run out. So if I go to the fuel type we'll see tanks of diesel. كمان it will show إذا كان التانك فيه أقل من ربعه كمان حيكون أحمر to alert the user. Then we'll see the connected pumps to this specific tank. So each tank has a specific set of pumps connected to it. As for the pumps, it's the same. It's grouped by the fuel type. كمان diesel fuel quantity, and we will see the tanks. هون حنشوف فرق العداد. أنا ما بيهمني أعرف قديش عدادها لهالمكنة، بيهمني أعرف قديش هي بعت لي. فممكن بس ممكن اشتريها للمكنة ويكون عدادها مش صفر. So هون عم شوف أنا فرق العداد، يعني العداد اللي عندي إياه هلا ناقص الانيشال. فأكيد هذا حيكون dynamic. Okay, please note that this is entirely done on the front end. كل هذا is entirely done on the front end. I'm fetching the data once from the back end, except if there was any changes, of course, and everything else is in the front end, so there is no load on the back end. And then we have the contact us page and the about us page. Of course, it is responsive. We'll only see a few samples. So this is the invoice, and okay, and these are the tanks. That's how they are displayed. Okay. So now that we are done, I would love to hear all of your questions.
Thank you so much to the GASAC team. Great job. Any more final questions? All right. You may end screen share, Safa. So this wraps up Demo Day 2, the Park Innovation Coding Bootcamp. Thank you to everyone, the coders, our guests, our trainers for making it a success. Now, if we can all quickly turn on our cameras, we would love to take one quick snapshot for everybody to mark this milestone. And we'll take some final thoughts, comments at the end. Congratulations again. Yalla, Ili, actually, I think your camera is down.
No, my camera is
Amir,
down,
Zena. Who else do we have here? All right. So on the count of 3, we'll do the classic thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up.
I swear I'm doing the thumbs up.
Screenshot. All right, give me 1 second. How long can you hold the pose? And 3, 2, 1, one more. All right, great. Congratulations, everybody, again. A round of applause.
Congrats for everyone, and thanks for the
you.
trainers and the Park Innovation team.
Any more final comments? Coders, if you would like to add anything, this is your chance.
I would just like to say, no, I'm really, يعني you can't believe how proud I am on how much you've been through, on how much progress you made throughout this bootcamp. I need to add, every single project, يعني there was little help, almost zero help from us. All visualization, all UX, UI, all done by the teams without any external intervention. So I'm really proud of you guys, really.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you very much, everyone.
I also have one comment. So thank you so much for everyone who took part in this bootcamp. Thank you for the trainers as well, Shadi, Park Innovation team. I just have one last thing to say, something that Shadi mentioned in the beginning, which is that in this domain, if you really want to have if your plan is to stay in the tech sector and build products, you should always stay up to date. I know it's very tiring because every day there is a new technology that comes out. It's sometimes really tiring to always have to learn and catch up, but this is the way it is. So always never stop learning, and especially it's very important not just to read but also to build yourself, because this is the only way you can really apply all the theoretical learning you had. So really keep building and keep making your portfolio rich, because when you go to an employer, the most important thing is also to show the projects that you have built. So you can have a lot of certificates, but trust me, if you show a potential employer what you built yourself, this will go a long way in securing a job. So make sure to always build products, okay? Thank
Yes,
you.
sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it's a wrap. You can all celebrate now. You deserve it. They've been rehearsing since this morning. They all did a wonderful job.
Thank you very much for all of you. Thank you.
It was a very great opportunity.
Thanks a lot جميعا يعطيكم العافية.
الله يعافيك.
Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you, Park.
You are welcome.
بدي أفرجيك ديانا عم قول
They mean Dana.
Starstruck.
Dana, can you please send us the